Hello everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm Chad Owens, and look, I hope you had an amazing weekend. I really enjoyed myself, so look, let's jump on into this thing. But before we do, I want to make sure I remind you about football fever. Make sure you compete with myself and the rest of the panel. Go get yourself a Honolulu Star-Advertiser newspaper. Get your football fever ballots and give yourself a chance to win $500 cash weekly. And at the end of the football season, there's $1,000 up for grabs. So, and that wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, Mercedes-Benz of Honolulu. And speaking of which, I got the top down today. Not sure if you noticed that, but got the top down today. Hawaiian Telcom, as you can see, I'm repping all the way. Windows Hawaii. Got my sidekick here, Mario, always with me. And of course, Long's Drugs. Thank you all so much for making this show possible. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump on in to the CO2 Rundown. All right, recapping NFL Sunday. I'm going to start off by giving respect where respect is due. The Pittsburgh Steelers remain unbeaten and go to 10-0. They defeat the Jags. Congratulations to Tyson Alualu, who is on that squad. Wow. I don't know. I feel like the Steelers aren't getting as much respect as they deserve. I mean, they're 10-0. So are they the best team in the NFL right now? I don't know. Let us know. All the Steeler fans, throw your comments on there. I think Big Ben is having a heck of a year. So is he an MVP candidate? Who knows? But I do know who is an MVP candidate and might be in the lead right now, and that's Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs. He helped them defeat the Las Vegas Raiders in it was a race. It was a race to the end. Patrick Mahomes, had the ball with a minute and something left, went down, scored for the go-ahead, and Derek Carr and the Raiders had one last shot on that last drive, but threw a pick on the first play of that drive, which basically ended the game. But that was a nail biter. That was one that was, in my opinion, one of the games of the week. Shout out to the Chiefs, and let's move on down, man. The Tennessee Titans defeat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in overtime. Big Derrick Henry rumbles on to win the game there, and the Titans go ahead and an inch closer to that division. The Colts defeat Green Bay in overtime. I'm gonna keep saying this, right? The two things you may know this by now. The two things, the main stats that determine wins and losses, are penalties and turnovers. And what happened in overtime? Green Bay turned the ball over, and the Colts were already in field goal range and hit the game-winning field goal. So I know Aaron Rodgers was not happy about that, but it happens. Got to keep it high and tight, guys. All right, moving down the list here. The Cowboys defeat the Vikings. And look, it was a very, very close game, but two plays that stood out to me just because I'm a receiver and I respect it was CeeDee Lamb's catch and Adam Thielen's catch. Thielen had the one-hander in the corner for the touchdown. Unbelievable play. So smooth with it. But CeeDee Lamb, a rookie, making that type of adjustment on it was like a slot. And for those of you who don't know, the slot receiver sits inside of the wide receiver. Okay, he's closer to the line of scrimmage. He's closer to the lineman. He had like an inside slot, like he looks like he had a corner route, right? A little out corner route, and the ball was thrown behind him. And the adjustment that he made on this catch was ridiculous. I don't know, people watching it may not understand how difficult of a catch that was, but it was one of the best catches I've seen because of the way he had to adjust. So, yeah, I'm fired up about that because I'm a receiver, and I'm going to talk about it. So, hey, awesome catch, Rook. Way to help the squad get the dub. And this game here, the Broncos defeated the Miami Dolphins. And I know, some people worry about Tua. They're saying he had like a lower leg injury. We don't know what it is yet. So got to wait for that to come out. And you know what? It's you know, it's not that Tua was having a bad game. This is the NFL, right? I've said it before. He's made for this. He's ready for this. He's proven that he can be an elite quarterback. But guys, this is the NFL, right? Everyone on both sides of the ball gets paid to do this. And now that he's played, 4 games, going to his 5th game, like he's played. He's on film. Defenses are watching. All right, coaches are scheming. That's just what it is, right? So people make adjustments, and the Dolphins are going to make adjustments. Tua's going to make adjustments, and this is nothing to be worried about. It was just one of those games, right? And the coach, whether it was because precautionary reasons with the injury or whatnot, I think Tua had an interview and saying that the coach pulled him and said, "Look, we're just looking for a spark," so they put Fitz in. But it was made clear that Tua is still their starter moving forward, so don't worry. Our guy is the guy, and he is going to be just fine. And make sure to tune in tonight. Tom Brady and the Bucs are taking on the Rams. That's going to be an exciting game. I'm looking forward to seeing, the Bucs. Brady, the GOAT, Tom Brady, is always fun to watch. He's definitely turned that franchise around. And one more thing. Man, shout out to Dez Bryant. Got his first catch for the Ravens in 3 years. His last catch, I believe it said, was December 31st, 2017. Shoot, man, it got me wanting to get out there and line up. Hey, who knows? Hey, anyone out there, man, give me a call. I'm available. Raiders, Chargers, we're going to keep it West Coast. But anyway, look, guys, that's it for the NFL. Let's move on to the next. All right, make sure to check out Bert Lewis's column as he is talking about UH's upcoming match against Nevada and how, the rest of their schedule. It's tough. After coming off of this battle against Boise State, man, just falling short. Hence why, look, man, I'm representing. Right? Wins, losses, it don't matter. You got to support the boys. And look, and I know Coach Graham said it in his interview, there's no moral victories. Yeah, I mean, it's about winning games. And yeah, I know they played tough. They played to the end. They battled. They gave themselves a chance. Came up short. There's something to be proud of the effort. But at the end of the day, Coach Graham is right. We're here to win games. And I know that's their focus. And they battle. It's a tough game. But what this article is talking about, Nevada is undefeated. And they are a good football team. Really good football team. And they got great coaches. And one of their coaches is my former teammate. You guys know him, Timmy Chang, my quarterback. Looking forward to seeing him. But he's I believe, the tight ends coach for the Wolfpack. So, it's going to be exciting for him to come back and be at the Lowe Stadium and where he did his thing, as we all got to witness. But look, make sure you guys check out that article for all the details. And I'm looking forward to this weekend's game. Let's go, Bows. All right, into the NBA. Look, which is basically a month away from starting the 2021 season, which is kind of ridiculous to me as they just got done. But anyway, it doesn't matter because right now guys are getting paid. Utah Jazz's Donovan Mitchell signed a max contract, 5 years, upwards of $200 million. Yeah. I saw him on IG, I guess right after the deal got done, ran outside, tossed his phone, and just jumped on into his pool with his full clothes, shorts, socks. Hey, life is good, right? So look, congrats on that, man. Few more things going on, a lot of action post NBA draft, and the Lakers have been making some moves. Looks like they're gonna have a chance to repeat, and Anthony Davis is still holding out, but he's expected to sign. So Laker fans, don't worry, you're going to get the brow back. And that is it, guys. That is it for the NBA. A month. Whew. Boys, hope they're ready. And that is it for today's show, guys. But before we close here, you know, it is Monday. It's Motivation Monday. It's Thanksgiving week. We're going to get more into that on Wednesday, but I want to leave you with a quote on this Motivation Monday. And I got my phone, okay? I don't want to mess this one up. It's from Jerry West, okay? He says, you can't get much done in life if you only work on the days when you feel good. We've all been there, right? Not every day is going to be our best day, but we still got to put in the work. We still got to grind, you know, sometimes through some pain, through some struggle. Sometimes those are our best days. Quick little story. I just remember back in college on some game days. There were some game days when I'd go out during pregame and I would feel like absolute crap, right? I wouldn't feel good. I wouldn't have any pop in my legs. I was feeling sluggish. I didn't feel good. And it kind of weighed on me mentally. I was like, man, I'm out of it. But had my best games. Lights came on, showed up. It clicked. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, you still got to show up. You got to clock in. You got to put in the work regardless. And look, it's time to end today's work. And I want to make sure I give another thank you to our sponsors, Mercedes-Benz of Honolulu, Windows Hawaii, Hawaiian Telecom, and Long's Drugs. And thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to see you on Hump Day Wednesday. Aloha.